Just a fantastic field, the men's 1500 metres. 5 of the top 11 fastest in history go in this race, and 6 of the top 10 in the world this year race tonight. Kiprugut Ngus of USA, who had a big win in Zurich last week, defeated Jakob Ingebrigtsen, who does go here. Ngus, who was beaten by Elliot Giles in a road mile in Dusseldorf a couple of weeks back. There is Timothy Chariot, silver medalist in Tokyo. Cole Hocker, the Olympic champion from the USA. Surprised some people, didn't surprise others. A lot of the Americans who saw him win the US Olympic trials said he had it in him. Jakob Ingebrigtsen, well, the Olympic 5,000 metre champion. How will he go here tonight in, well, not bad conditions, but the pacemaker has been asked to go out in 1:52 and 2:20 for 1,000. Chariot, it's Reynald Chariot, was 8th in Budapest, Olympic semi-finalist. Nordash took a bronze medal in Budapest, the Norwegian. Brian Komen goes here, winner of the All-Africa Games in Douala earlier in the summer. Elliot Giles, can he spring a surprise here? Now world record holder in the road mile. Vermeulen, silver medalist at the European Championships, didn't make the final, didn't make the semis actually in Paris. Hazardin Habs of France goes here as well. Bronze medalist in the European indoors last year. And Ollie Hoare, the Commonwealth champion, to the right of picture there, who won the London Diamond League Mile in 3:49 just before the Games, but hasn't gone well since. He's had a real up and down summer. Only Josh Kerr, the world champion, is missing really from the top 4 at the Olympic Games, but this is a packed field. How will Ingebrigtsen handle this one? So this could be fascinating. So away they go then, 3 3/4 laps of the track. Jared Ngus now knows he can beat Ingebrigtsen, although to be fair to the Norwegian, the second fastest man or third fastest man in history, he was ill in Zurich last week. He said he'd had a slight cold and he still ran 3:29 and got narrowly beaten by Ngus. Timothy Chariot slots into 4th behind Ngus, the 2 pacemakers out in front. And Ingebrigtsen, for the moment, Steve, with Hocker moving around the outside, just choosing to sit in a little bit through this first couple of hundred.
I think you're right, Tim. You used the word fascinating. We're all waiting to see what he's got up his sleeve tonight, because the pace that's been asked for is not that quick. He's slotted in behind the Goose, which is interesting. But all the talk is about what is he going to do on Sunday. He's meant to be running a half marathon. And a lot of talk about how he could go in that and how quick he would go. So maybe tonight he is just thinking, I just want to win this Diamond League final. And I like this. I want to see him run some races where it isn't just about getting out as hard as he can and running away from everybody. He's a brilliant athlete, and he's a good racer when he's at his best as well. So I think hopefully, like you said, we get a good race. Don't write off Timothy Chariot.
55.7 there, through 400 metres, nice and healthy, it's quick. Hocker just tucked in behind Ingebrigtsen, the Goose in the green and white there, and black in 3rd place behind the pacemakers. The first pacemaker is Akbash. He's trying to get into 800 and 1:52. Boaz Kiprugut will be the 2nd pacemaker, to try and take him a little bit further into the 3rd lap. But single file tells you it's quick. Timothy Chariot back in 6th place has sharpened up for this one with an 800 metres he won in Brescia last Sunday, a 1:45 run. The pacemaker first one, Akbash moves aside there as they come towards 800.
Yeah, well stretched out now, and Ngus is going to be the one with a decision to make. Does he keep the foot down here and let Ingebrigtsen follow him, or does he just slow? And the Norwegian undoubtedly would want to go past him, you would think. So this is an interesting part of the race, Tim. Once the pacemaker drops out at 1,000, does Ngus push it on? I think they're starting to punch behind him.
Well, he hasn't really pushed it on here that much, Kiprugut. Yeah, they're all looking pretty comfortable there. Even Habs back in 6th place in the dark strip, looking comfortable here as they come into the straight for the penultimate time. Now Ingebrigtsen hits the front with 500 to run. Kiprugut making a real mess of dropping out there as Ingebrigtsen had to come past him. It was slowing too much with 500 to run. Here they come to the belt. Ingebrigtsen in the lead. Ngus, Chariot, Hocker, Habs, all the usual suspects queuing up behind him. How will he go here through this final 300?
Chariot looking as though he wants to get there, and he's tripped with Ngus, and then all of a sudden Ingebrigtsen has 2-3 metres, Tim, but Chariot still there, and the Olympic champion Hocker, we know how quick he is in the home straight.
So Ingebrigtsen, who I asked him a couple of weeks back why he doesn't run more 800s, he said, I don't need to, I do the appropriate stuff in training. Well, can he do the appropriate stuff here? 200 to run. Ingebrigtsen kicks again there. Chariot was going to come past him, had to slot back into the rail. Hocker in third place. Nagusu tripped badly though, with 300 to go, is struggling as Ingebrigtsen comes into the straight and may well record a victory here. This one he'll enjoy. It has been run in an unusual way for him, but it's been run in the way that he'd like to get back to, and that is with a win. Hocker coming through strongly for second place, I think, just outdips Chariot. 3:30.37. It's almost 4 seconds slower than he ran when he won in Oslo, not in Oslo, in Monaco earlier in the summer, Ingebrigtsen. But he's back to his winning ways, he's healthy, and if he is going to run a half marathon on Sunday in Copenhagen in what, about 36 hours time, that's not a bad way to go into it, being handed his flowers by the world record holder Hicham El Guerrouj. And Steve, we've been talking about it again and again these last 2 or 3 years, but that world record of El Guerrouj is proving pretty hard to reach.
It is, and I think in Olympic year, you know, you think how fast he ran in Monaco. I think it's in he's close enough to think he can do it, and he will think he can do it. At the moment, he's got other targets. One of them, as you mentioned, might be this half marathon on Sunday, which will be intriguing. And I think that was on his mind. That's why he didn't want to go flat out here. But I like the way he won the race today. The pacemaker, he was trying to be smart, and you see what he did. He tried to go around him, and he thought, I'll block the guys in. Watch, it was actually before this. It was a bit later actually. You know, he was just in the pack. And
that was Chariot trying to push out there, and he wouldn't give ground.
But it was later on, and anyway, it was nobody's fault. It was here, wasn't it? Because Ingebrigtsen thought, I'm going to go around you, it's going too slow now. And he was getting ready to move out. But it was Chariot who was the one who got balked the most. And then there, that trip.
Yeah, Kipruger actually compromising Chariot there. Ingebrigtsen, well, I think it was a worthy winner here tonight, whatever was going on behind him. Cole Hocker leaving it late. Does he get that? It's very tight indeed. It's down to hundreds on the line. I thought he looked like he got it there, but they've given it to Chariot second place by 1/100th of a second. 3:30.93 to 3:30.94. Habs coming through in fourth place, with Vermeulen finding good form.